Hello and welcome. Before we get into knowing about all the products, all the different variety of products that are available in the market, let us understand two very important concepts that we personally feel are important, and I have personally developed them from my own personal experience. First of all, let us talk about why do you need to consider using um, good quality, chemical free, plastic free products. Not just pad, every product, chemical free, plastic free. The first foremost reason is the vulva, that is the part of the entire reproductive system that you can see from outside. That is a very sensitive organ, as we've seen in the previous chapters. Anything that comes in contact directly gets absorbed in the blood. There are medicines that are given through that route for very, very quick action. So anything that you put in there gets absorbed very, very quickly. So that is one of the reasons why we need to be very careful, mindful of what we are putting there. So that is the reason the chemical loaded pads, plastic on the top, are causing a lot of rashes and irritation. Second part, we have a lot of options in the market, starting from disposable sanitary pads to reusable sanitary pads, period panties, products that need to be washed, to menstrual cups which need to be inserted. Now, we'll discuss about all of them in detail in the future, but I'm sure all of you must have seen most of these products in the market, and there must be a question that, you know, girls these days are so busy, there's school, then there's college, women are going to office, there's a lot of work at home. How can we fit these kind of products into our lifestyle? And I completely get your point. I am a marketing professional myself. I've traveled very, very extensively. So there is one hack that I have developed, which I'll be talking about today, and that is the hybrid approach of using a period product. That approach basically talks about you do not need to stick to only one product for your periods. Okay, I'll repeat that. You do not need to stick to only one product during your periods. So, for example, I'm using a product from a medical store right now, the old commercial sanitary pad. If I decide to switch to a, let's say, a disposable pad like this, but a organic cotton one. But I still, because I want to go the eco-friendly way, I still want to try the reusable pads or the period panties because it's too modern, to help all my friends are also using period panties. That will happen. So this hybrid approach talks about using different products in the same cycle. So here is what I do. When I'm traveling for very long days, I know I'm not going to get a chance to change the pad very, very frequently. I try to use the menstrual cup. It's going to be a heavy day. I don't want to take the risk. 10 hours and I'm set. Okay. When I'm at home, let's say in the evening, or if I'm going to office, but I will get some time to wash or to store my used clothes, to store my used pad, I use a cloth pad. I personally love using cloth pads. This is the product that I've personally built, so I personally love using cloth pads. So I try to use a cloth pad as much as possible. But if there is my lifestyle or my schedule that day is going to be very demanding, then I try to use a menstrual cup or a disposable pad on that day. But when I come back home, I switch to either using a cloth pad or a period panty. The other option is, suppose it's fourth, fifth day, very low flow day, you know you are not going to have so much of bleeding. Then why waste this whole pad or even try inserting this kind of a pad? Why do that? Either use a cloth pad or a period panty, even on a hectic day, that's fine. Because if there's a little bit of bleeding, it will still take care. I don't have to worry, even if I'm outside. Why waste is the logic there. The third place is, suppose I'm on a holiday, so it is Sunday and I'm at home. The whole day I use a reusable pad because I know I'm going to be there at home. I can wash it whenever I want to, and that gives me a lot of peace. So this is the approach that I'm talking about. See, choosing a period product for you and for your daughter, for any woman, is not a very easy choice. You need to really use what suits you, what is comfortable for you, instead of choosing what people are buying, what my friends are buying. So whatever you feel comfortable in, that's perfectly fine. Just because my friends are using reusable pads, I need to use, but I do not want to wash, it's fine. choose a disposable pad. My friend is using a menstrual cup, but I'm so worried about inserting. It's fine. Use a disposable pad. Nobody is going to anyways know what you're using. So it is very important for us to tell our daughters that it is using a period product is a very personal choice, and it should be done from a place of comfort. Whatever she feels comfortable in, she should choose that. Whenever she'll feel comfortable, she can move to any product that she wants to. So these are the two very important aspects which I wanted to talk to you before we get into individual products. And if we keep a flexible approach like this, our relationship with our period also changes over time. Especially when I started using cloth pads back, uh, I normally what I noticed is, okay, there's not a lot of bleeding. I got to know what the color of the discharge was. If there is any problem with me, I get to know that. If the color is different, dark, light, red, what, I get to know that. If the flow is more or less, I get to know that. When you try and manage your period flow, it changes your relationship with your body as well. So let's try to have an open mind and select whatever product, or even allow our daughters to select whatever she feels is comfortable for her. Thank you. See you in the next chapter.